Welcome back to Shadowy Secrets. Today we bring you true summertime horror story that will make you think twice about your next beach vacation or camping trip. So grab your blanket, turn off the lights, and get ready to be terrified. Our story begins at Lake Crystal, a popular destination for families looking to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. In the summer of 1995, the Johnson family decided to spend a week at their newly purchased cabin by the lake. Little did they know, their dream vacation would turn into a nightmare they would never forget. The first few days were idyllic. Mike and Linda enjoyed quiet mornings on the porch, while Sarah and Tommy explored the woods and swam in the lake. But as the week went on, strange occurrences began to disrupt their peace. Tommy, Mom, Dad, I saw something in the woods. Mike, what did you see, Tommy? Tommy, it was like a shadow, but it moved really fast. It disappeared before I could get a good look. At first, Mike and Linda dismissed Tommy's sighting as his imagination running wild. But that night, they began to experience strange noises. Footsteps on the porch, whispers in the wind, and eerie scratching sounds on the walls. Linda couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. She decided to set up a camera on the porch, hoping to catch whatever was causing the disturbances. The next morning, they reviewed the footage. At first, the footage showed nothing out of the ordinary. But around 2 a.m., a shadowy figure appeared, moving swiftly across the porch and disappearing into the woods. The figure was indistinct, but its presence was undeniable. Linda, we need to call the police, Mike. This isn't just an animal. Mike, you're right. We can't take any chances. The local sheriff arrived later that day. He conducted a thorough search of the property, but found no evidence of an intruder. However, he did share a chilling piece of information. You're not the first to report strange sightings around here. There have been rumors of a ghostly figure that haunts these woods, especially during the summer. Some say it's the spirit of a man who drowned in the lake decades ago. Despite the sheriff's reassurance, the Johnsons couldn't shake their unease. That night, they decided to sleep in the living room together, hoping to find some comfort in each other's presence. As the night wore on, the strange noises returned, louder and more insistent than before. Suddenly, the front door flew open with a deafening crash, and the shadowy figure stood in the doorway. The figure seemed to hover, its dark form barely distinguishable in the dim light. Then, without warning, it lunged forward, sending the family into a panic. Mike grabbed a fireplace poker, swinging wildly at the apparition, but it passed through the figure harmlessly. The Johnsons didn't stop running until they reached their car. They drove to the nearest town and checked into a motel, too frightened to return to the cabin. The next morning, they returned with the sheriff, only to find the cabin undisturbed, as if nothing had happened. I believe you saw something, but whatever it was, it's gone now. Maybe it's best if you head home and let things settle down. The Johnson family left Lake Crystal that day, never to return. They sold the cabin a few months later, unable to shake the fear that had taken hold of them. To this day, the new owners report no strange occurrences, leaving the mystery of the shadowy figure unsolved. Sometimes the most beautiful places hide the darkest secrets. If you ever find yourself at Lake Crystal, remember the story of the Johnson family and the shadowy figure that haunts the woods. And always keep an eye out, because you never know what might be lurking in the shadows. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest tales of terror. Until next time, stay safe and keep your lights on.